gang system. So in the other video, I had drug sales turned off, so I'm going to go ahead and turn them on really quick. I'm sorry, I actually turned them on. I'm going to go ahead and show them to you guys. So selling drugs is actually super easy. It's already automatic sales. So once you activate drug sales or / just drug sales, all the fiends will start coming to you. You cannot sell out of your block. I mean, you technically can, but there's no real benefit except making money. You definitely want it. You definitely want to sell in your block because it's also going to give you guys turf experience. As you kind of rank in your turf experience, it does get your turf does get better and stronger, and better commission sales as you guys get better turf experience. So as you can see, I'm going to show you guys a quick sell. So it's all automatic, so you can just sit here and just hang out while you sell drugs. We do have a AFK or anti-AFK. So it is set up for 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, you're selling some bullshit, man. You can't. So after 15 minutes, it won't. It will just cancel all your game. It'll cancel all your drug sales. So that's how our anti-AFK works. So just make sure you're just either moving around. You do not have to stand absolutely still. Just be about a 5 walk radius, so 5 step radius, maximum 10 steps. It just kind of helps us allow for cheaters to not just stay AFK while they go do other things. But as you can see, it's pretty much automatic. The people or the fiends will just start coming, and your player will just sell drugs as they go. So very easy system, and as you can see, we did a complete server restart because we had to turn on drug sales, and you can see all the graffiti does stay. The graffiti stays for about 5 days. We're going to probably move that to 10 days. And then again, police can remove your graffiti, but you can RDM police if they're removing graffiti only on your turf. So this is the drug system, and I do want to show a few more options on here. Another thing that we do have is if you want to access the gang menu. To access the gang menu is pretty easy. Just do / gang menu. And from here, you can see all your members. You can manage members, so you can also manage their ranks. You give somebody a rank. There's a few options. Depending on your rank, there's a few options that you guys can do. So you go to manage member. You can also manage access if you want to give them inventory access or garage access. Let's see what else we got here. You can also remove members. Let me go back here. You can also add members. So if you want to add members to your gang, and actually it's a very nice UI design when you do invite a member. And hopefully, so there's the UI design. So on the top left hand corner, you can kind of see how it looks when you invite somebody to your gang. E to accept, G to reject, pretty straightforward. And then once they accept, they'll get their rookie. If you can see, my gang rank has changed to rookie now. So they get their rank immediately, and then from there, as they win trust with you or your gang, then you can obviously rank them on. So pretty straightforward and pretty easy to use. Let me go back to this gang menu. Oh, can't use gang menu because I'm not a leader. Let me just make myself a leader again. Give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. Now I have access to the gang menu. There we go. So rookies, unfortunately, don't have too much options, but that's how you level up in your gang. Again, there's also every gang does get their own either meth lab, cocaine lab, or marijuana lab to grow their own products. And there's missions that are built into this, which is really nice. So you and your gang can go out and steal supplies instead of purchasing supplies. And I do want to show you guys as well where you would buy drugs to sell. So that was also another question that I got asked. So there's a few drug suppliers or distributors. So just look for the drug supplier icon. I'm going to go ahead and teleport there. So once you find him, you can go ahead and click on the right key. All keybinds are different for everybody. And from here, you can purchase a few different drugs, and all these drugs here are purchasable by us, and we can also resell them. So my favorite one is definitely the double cup. I love the double cup. And all these drugs are also usable. So instead of selling them, if you do want to use them, you can actually use them as well. So there we go. We're going to use, which is lean, as everybody knows. So you can actually use the drugs. And all these drugs, they also give you some kind of perk. Whether it's armor, stamina, speed, and it does, you see, you got to kind of keep pressing the drink. Press E to drink. So it is one of those click on the bind to drink. Then as you drink, you get drunker and drunker, depending on the drug, right? So obviously, if the drug is something else, if it's I guess a blunt, you're not going to drink that. But that's kind of how it works. It's a nice little animation. You can kind of get as high as you want. That way, you're not it's not like a one gulp and you're high as hell. You know, you sip on it, you can walk around with it, and drink as you please. So this is just a nice little animation for everybody to have here. And there's so many drugs that we do have. We also have LSD, marijuana, obviously, and we have different types of marijuana. So that's where you would buy your drugs from, so you can sell to the other fiends. And each drug supplier does have different types of drugs. So this drug supplier has the most drugs, but he does not have LSD, which I would have to go to another supplier to get that. So it is a pretty cool scenario that we got going on. And all drugs are usable, which is really nice. So if you want to use a drug, just add it to your menu and go ahead and use it. So like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Let's go see what else this guy has. So one key feature that I do also like to see is like the spice. That's a new drug that was introduced, which is a very toxic substance, but you kind of know what that does to you. Gives you a good amount of stamina, gives you armor as well, but you know, you kind of smoke it. You can also pass it too. You don't have to smoke it, you can puff pass. We have that puff pass system. Only works for marijuana, spice, and cigarettes. So you can pass it to the other player, so that way you're not smoking the whole thing, which is pretty neat. So I am really high right now. I'm on lean and I'm on spice. So my guy here is super high. But that is how our gang system works. It's a pretty easygoing system. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the next.